thing I'll regret saying on the air.
Oh no, not again! We're canceled. Good night, everybody. But also, welcome to Zeitgeist.
We can't be canceled. Nobody listens to Twitter anymore.
Revolution of Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition campaign here on KrakenQuest. KrakenQuake. No, can we drop the KrakenQuest branding yet or not?
No,
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I like
the logo's
KrakenQuest
still there.
branding. I like it.
Here on KrakenQuest. I'm your Dungeon Master Redbeard, coming at you 3rd week in a row?
Just really late tonight.
Yeah, a little late. Our schedule might have to shift back a little bit. But we are here regardless. With me, as usual, is James playing Elfairy.
Yar, I'm going to chop off my hair soon. It's really exciting, and I'm not having a mental breakdown.
The more you say it, the more I'm convinced.
The more it sounds like you are.
Yeah, honestly, I hadn't even thought about it until about the second time that you said you weren't.
No,
I didn't hear him the first 3 times.
it's coinciding with a mental breakdown that happened a few weeks ago, but it's like really delayed, okay?
Hey, who else is on this show?
That means you thought about it for a few weeks.
Yeah, so you made the decision while you were having the breakdown,
Fine.
but then you still took the time to think about it. Make sure that's what you want. Sam is here playing Jack.
Who's halfway to getting his license suspended in the state of Tennessee? This guy.
What the fuck do you do?
Congrats.
It just means I've had 2 infractions in a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
He got in a car accident and he got a speeding ticket. It's not a big deal.
yeah.
Catherine is next to him playing Mina.
I did chop off all my hair today and dyed it, and a friend on the internet reached out and said, "Are you okay?"
So, someone's ahead of the curve.
It was very sweet of her. She's like, she hasn't known me that long. She's like, back in 2020, they were just like, if your friend like cuts and dyes their own hair, because I did it all at home.
So are you okay,
like,
Catherine?
Just be, I'm great. I freaking love my hair. It's so cute. Like, I lost all fear of cutting my own hair back in 2020, and now I just do it for funsies.
Enough. Carter's here playing Koku.
All the hair talk made me forget the fun fact I was going to bring. So, fun fact. Oh, fun fact. If you've seen those, the news stories about there being impossible galaxies found by the James Webb Space Telescope, it's not actually all that
Impossible
interesting.
Galaxies!
Yeah, they're about as
Basically.
impossible as the Impossible Burger.
Thank you.
Alright.
It just means that the galaxies don't fit the models that we currently have, which just means the models need to be updated, which is what we expected from JWST. That's literally the point of JWST.
But
The
Carter,
conclusion
science
that we
can't
expected
change
has
it.
now
Then it's a
resulted
lie.
in the results that we expected.
Yeah, basically.
And Phil is here playing Aloysia.
I'm doing great. Work's going well. I'm in a good relationship, and my stepbrother just got engaged.
Wow.
Nice.
Good news all around.
Yeah, everyone's doing great. Equally great.
So Philip's the first one of us that's going to die.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
I'm here for a long
Are
time,
we
not a good
talking-
time.
Are we talking in real life or in the game?
Hopefully in game.
I'd take
Because
out.
I'm
Okay,
about
let's
to
go.
leave her ass to die.
Well,
We're out of combat. We're fine.
Oh my
Well,
god,
this
oops,
thing
I'm
where
out
I
of
say I
healing
wanna kill the
spells.
CEO
Oh
of a multi-billion-dollar
no.
corporation in Fortnite.
so quick recap. Our party finds themselves in the foreign nation of Bear, trying to track down a person of interest, one Tinker Oddcog, who is involved in the conspiracy that they are trying to track down. And in the process of doing so, they are performing tasks for the leader of Bear, one of which is to build a railroad.
Choo choo.
A horde of zombies has come along and interrupted that task, but we managed it.
Yeah.
To answer the question in chat, how long have we been on this campaign? This is session 93. and we started late 2019.
Sounds about right.
Or yeah, 92. You're right.
September 16th, 2019.
Yep. So that long.
You freaked me out for a second. I was like, this is 92, right?
No, I think I had 93 in my head because I was like, yes, we are on 92. And then I decided to add 1 to that as if I hadn't.
Because
Yeah,
the last
because
number
you
you
were-
looked at was the number of episodes we have already done.
And definitely not because 93 is the amount of damage we're all about to take.
You will take 92 damage.
I live.
I don't. Well, I live. No.
I think just about everyone else dies. Like,
I might not
die.
survive that.
Yeah.
Because I'm so low right now.
That's
Depends
what I was
on whether or not Aloysia has gotten her half-orc resilience back yet.
we
Nah,
haven't
that's long
rested yet.
rest.
Yeah, the very last thing we did was end combat.
Yeah, so we are just at the tail end of this combat here. You repelled a horde of zombies that were being driven onward by several zombie priests with a giant dragon skull on a cart. So now you have a cart with a dragon skull on it.
Yeah.
And several lizard zombie corpses that don't seem to be moving very much.
Sorry, I was just taking a closer look at this dragon skull, which seems to have a few of these glued onto it.
I'm gonna run around to
Yeah,
everyone
maybe.
that is not moving
Searched.
and check to see if any can be like stabilized and like healed.
What, the zombies?
No, our
These 4 down here.
Well, we have those. We have the guards. We have like any NPC that is currently down, and I don't technically know the stats of. I want to check.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the guards because they were the ones that went down the most recently.
Okay, give me a heal check.
13 medicine.
Or medicine, yeah. You are able to resuscitate one of the guards.
Okay.
That had
Better
gone
than
down.
nothing. Yeah. So
Minus dead.
yeah, 13's not enough to like save them, but 13 might be enough to identify that they're still alive, and I feed them a good berry.
I'm gonna join Koku over on the cart. Or on the cart, by the cart.
Where did Koku go?
I seem to be up at the top of the screen for some reason. I'm not sure why. I had assumed that you had moved me there for some reason.
I'm not sure.
Oh, alright. Oh, suddenly Okay, I couldn't see any of the tokens. I thought they had all been removed for some reason.
I don't know why you got yeeted to the edge of the board.
In this just giant ass cone waltz into frame. Those are like highlights, right?
Oh, it's one eye.
One eye?
One of Koku's eyes can
Act
shoot
as
out
a
light.
hooded lantern kind of deal.
It's directional.
Okay.
But yeah, kind of.
Yeah, just
Okay.
Bullseye lantern, I think. I need to turn my light off.
It's like a bullseye lantern, but shorter. It's
Yeah.
the same distance as a radio lantern, but it's directional. So it's but it never goes out. This is the great thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to find certain lists. The first thing I want to do.
Mhm.
And have him go check on all of the workers and all of the guards for 3 reasons. One, I want the workers to see him personally checking on people to try to mitigate how damaging this is about to be for our morale.
Mm-hmm.
2, I want him to do a head count, living and dead, so we can know who's still here and make sure no one's missing, which is kind of my bigger concern. That was the 2 things, was know who's here and see if anyone's missing.
Okay, that sounds good.
And because I want to examine this dragon skull.
I'm also examining the dragon skull.
My first priority is the dragon skull.
Well, if those 2 are going to examine the dragon skull while you go to find certain lists, then you might miss out on some observations that they would uncover in the meantime.
Yeah, that's fine.
The mages are talking.
I don't trust. I don't trust
talking.
lists to find a hole in the ground with both hands. So, so I need to make sure that he knows exactly what he should be doing in this situation.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So let's do the dragon skull while you find him with Jack and Aloysia.
Cool. First, I'm gonna detect magic.
Okay. Yes.
Cool. Does it tell me what kind? I forget.
You would get a school of magic normally, but that's really up for
magic,
what other cool stuff Chris might give you.
Let's see. I would
Can I
definitely
roll Arcana to help with that?
Sure, yeah.
14.
Okay. There's definitely a lot of necromancy is probably the most pervasive of the schools of magic.
And it's just the skull, right? Not the skull and the cart. I mean, I know I'm not there, but that is information he would know.
I thought the skull was on a cart.
It is, but the cart's not magic, is what he's asking.
Yeah, the cart is a cart.
Okay.
It was just made of weird, not melting ice.
Free cart.
What they don't tell you is that these tarts, you could just take them. I have like 50 of them.
I'm getting necromancy off this thing. You got anything?
Can I also go for either maybe an Arcana or maybe a history check, Carter? Redbeard?
Yeah, actually, I think history checks would be relevant especially for you two to make.
Okay. Does the fact that I work for the Ministry of Dragon Affairs give me any kind of effect?
Yeah, you can have a advantage for that.
15.
Okay.
And I will guidance myself.
You didn't say that right.
19.
Okay. So, Jack, you've definitely heard about, I mean, you know a good bit about the Dragon Lords, and you don't know anything about what this particular one might be, but it's, you know, you can probably piece together that this was once a Dragon Lord and probably his followers.
That would make sense.
Aloysia, you do recall tales of the white dragon Cheshimox, who had originally hailed from Drakkar, which also might be a reason that you would studied this in particular. About 600 years ago, it came to bear to prove itself among the other dragon tyrants. It's said to have brought with him ice carved from a glacier surrounding one of the undead giants that once ruled the tundras, and deposited it in a cave, causing perpetual ice to surround it.
Man, I should have read the background there. That sounds metal as fuck. Fucking undead giants.
It eventually conquered the lizard folk servants of another dragon and transformed them into undead so that they could resist the unearthly chill. When it was eventually slain, the servants endured, and there have been rumors of them being seen on rare occasions on cold nights.
Any particular regions?
This region.
This region specifically, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna pop over to the...
There have been some brave adventurers that have gone to seeking the dragon's gold, but over the years, the tales that there's anything of value have started to dry up.
Okay. Okay.
Well, we're far more skilled in those adventurers, so we should go.
I would like to cast Identify on the skull.
Okay. Using your blood
Yes.
as a component.
No, I have a pearl on my. I have a pearl inlay bracelet.
Oh, cool.
That is also my emergency don't teleport button.
Just lay down. Jeez, thank you.
Those are good to have.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you learn that yes, this is magical. It has an activated ability. Freezing Blast is an action. You can activate it to fire a line 60 feet long, 5 feet wide. And the spray of cold continues until the person who activated it next turn, at which point, if it has not killed a creature, the activator takes 46 necrotic damage.
Cool.
Oh.
I want it. It's not mine to
but
take.
the undead are totally unaffected by that.
Mm-hmm.
Or resistant to it.
I mean, if you can carry it, you can have it.
It's not mine to take. This will have to go into the Ministry of Dragons archives and taken to a secure vault.
Sounds about right.
If we can, I want to figure out where they came from. Because I imagine, Chris, if these servants and this dragon and its hoard was never discovered.
There have been rumors, but
Yeah, but the idea that part of the duty of the Ministry of Dragon Affairs was to deal with dragons, dissenters, and loyalists to the old regime, and then it very kind of slowly became the
Treasury Department.
The Treasury Department, but it still deals with that.
Yep.
So this is definitely something that's going to need to be reported.
It's like the IRS with Black Ops.
Yeah, we're great.
Actually, that's
also, while you guys are looking it over, give me perception or investigation.
Okay.
Just the people looking at the skull, or everyone?
Those looking at the skull.
Okay.
27.
I have to try that hard.
25.
Yeah, I'm not a good detective, but Jack is.
So you both notice that there are some runes carved into this one side of the skull.
Okay.
In a language that neither of you recognize.
Interesting. Those languages not being Common, Orcish, Primordial, Draconic, or Infernal.
Yeah, I just pulled up both of your
Ooh.
character sheets to check what you know.
It's Druidic. Let me at it.
And
Not enough.
So only 12?
I will start ritually casting Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Unless, Jack, you have it prepared?
No.
I would like to help.
Then
Go ahead.
have Wilhelm hold the book and start ritually casting it.
Oh my god.
Okay. How long does that take?
10 minutes, 6 seconds.
Okay. While you are casting
Yeah.
that, we can jump over and see how Certain-less is doing.
Yeah. Drink.
So, Koku, you find Certain-less packed in with the other workers, kind of crammed into the middle of the passenger cars that were, were they passenger cars or were they? I don't remember.
The front ones were for cargo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a
Either
car
way.
with space in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
I don't know that this needs to be a whole scene. I'm just
Okay.
telling Liz to do his job, basically.
Okay. Can you give me some sort of check to
Sure,
encourage
like
him?
perhaps some sort of check to persuade a person.
Sure, that sounds good.
That sounds very complicated.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty complicated, but I got a 23.
So yeah, Liz catches on to what you're trying to do and gives a pretty rousing speech. Organizes everybody to go and search the grounds, check for stragglers, check for wounded, and get things organized.
Yeah, I also want to make sure that he actually counts heads and checks people against payroll.
Yeah, he delegates a couple of his accountants to take roll call and all that good stuff too.
Yeah.
Was there anything Ilferi or Mina were doing in particular?
I mean, I was spending a lot of time running around
Yeah,
checking
sounds
people
good.
to make sure they were okay.
Sitting.
And then I was going to check in with Mina,
Contemplating life.
chill with her, I guess. Like
Cool.
we did a lot.
Yeah. I basically sat down where I was when the fight ended,
Mhm.
and I just kind of laid down.
You went
I'm
unconscious
alive,
you
but
went unconscious like twice that combat, right?
Yeah, I cannot be helpful right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll. I don't know.
Jack is.
I can't
beat
provide
shit.
anything.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh yeah. Aloysia is just like bleeding profusely from multiple places.
That's a lot of gingivitis, honestly.
Uniform.
Yeah, no, Jack spits out some blood every couple minutes.
You know what
I'm just
prevents
kind of
that?
I'm just kind of letting it pour from the corner of my mouth. Uniform shredded.
You know what prevents that? Not
Flossing.
having any blood.
We can't all be so fortunate.
Yeah, well.
Also, I lose half my potency without it. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna comfort Mina because I've dealt with like dying, and this is probably the closest she's come to dying so far.
In a while, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I would say though. I'm
It's
just
It's
there.
not so bad. You see a giant snake and then you're just back.
Yeah.
Ilferi, is
Or-
this what it's like to be you every day?
Don't put words in my mouth.
No, so I'm just sitting with you. Like, if you want to talk, we'll talk. But I've brought everyone back that I can, and I don't have the money to like reincarnate people. It is cheaper than raise dead. Like,
Yes, because
by a,
they come back as
by
not
a
themselves.
large margin.
Well, they
Yeah.
come back
Define
as
themselves.
I mean,
right.
based,
It's like they
based
have
on the
same
setting, it doesn't even
skull.
do anything outside of the norm. I mean, shit, we don't know how it works.
It's resurrection with added body dysphoria. What's not to like?
or maybe it cures their body just more.
Exactly.
Come to Ilferi's discount.
Oh god. Now I'm just imagining like some really fucked up shit with like you just like
Larry's discount top surgery. We kill you and bring you back as a random thing.
and if
We'll
it
keep
doesn't
you
work
in-
then
we'll
we'll
your
keep
life.
killing you till we figure it out.
We will charge you each time.
1,000 gold oils.
god.
Works the first time, or your money back guaranteed.
Not your money back guarantee. That's a fucking
No.
expensive spell.
Yeah,
It's
no,
still
we
1,000
keep
gold.
your
Okay.
money. Absolutely.
I don't even get to keep the
Um,
money. The money goes into the spell.
Results not guaranteed.
That's why you charge more than the cost of operation,
Yeah.
James. Come on.
James,
Chris, what do I read on the skull?
Yeah, so the skull on it after you finish casting your spell reveals the words
Also, what language was it in?
Do I learn what? Actually, I don't know if comprehend language lets you know what.
It
language
doesn't.
it's in. You just understand it.
the words say cry out.
Whoa.
Oh well, the guard is not saying it.
Oh, okay. That,
Cry
yeah,
out.
that was some crazy zoom.
For at
Cry
the
out.
end of time I rise.
What's it say?
Whenever I get back over there,
Cry out for at the end of
I was
time.
asking Alicia.
Oh.
What the voice inside your head just said. Pay attention.
it's either an ultimatum or a warning. Cry out, for at the end of time I rise.
whenever I get back over there, I would like to know if it looks like these. If it looks like these were carved recently or not.
I think by the time that
Yeah.
that they finish casting the spell, it makes sense for you to have joined in.
Also, real quick, Chris, can you please spell the dragon's name?
Oh yeah.
If you scroll up, it's also in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Because, like, Priest of Cheshimox.
Yeah. Also, I think I had
Oh!
spelled it out before the combat, but here it is again.
Yes,
right,
CHESHIMOX.
Yep, I got it now. I didn't think to put those two together. I thought maybe Cheshimox was an organization, which I guess in a way it is.
Yep.
I didn't know it was both.
But yeah, and before the combat, only Koku had gotten that because it was part of Lys's message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As for the age of the carving, you can go ahead and give me a list of skills.
Probably investigation, I would
Investigation makes the most sense to me, I think.
think. Yeah. I mean, I'd like it to be something else because Koku doesn't have great investigation. But
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I'm not expecting to be able to figure out, like, this was carved in the last 40 years. But just, like, does it look like it's been weathered or not?
Yeah.
It's an 8.
Looks old.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I was expecting to get.
Yeah.
Do the glyphs of this language look like the glyphs of the ancient language from the temples?
Give me. I think that would also be investigation, or
Yeah,
perhaps
fair.
history.
It's same thing for Koku. But I rolled much better. That's an 18.
These do look distinct from those.
Okay.
In your recollection. I mean, you could also ask Mina, because she, I think, is the one who was imparted with...
Theodore was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nope. Mina will not put shit in her head.
Oh yeah, let me ask my my archaeologist in my brain.
There are lots of people that have put things in their head. Mina's not one of them.
I forget.
I
what's
didn't
the name
put
again?
it in my
Zambria?
head. It just
Yeah, Zambria.
Zambria.
To be fair, Koku.
Mean anything to you?
Not anything from my particular branch of studies. Actually, I'll have her do a...
Actually, that's 100% not true. I ate an entire person and put them in my brain.
Pretty much.
Trying to remember what her thing is. What is that? Where was the thing with what she does? Is it in the first?
Was it not pinned? Oh, yeah, I guess we don't have it pinned.
I would have thought it'd be in part 3 of this thing at the end, but maybe it's in the middle. Ah, here it is. So you get, I think, a bonus to history checks if she's at a certain level of happiness.
Yeah.
You get a +1 bonus on history checks. So if you want to give a history check with her.
20.
Yeah, so not my area of expertise, but I believe these runes are what they call abyssal.
Oh.
Do these runes being abyssal have any significance, Alicia?
Cheshimox hailed from Raqqa, where the old demon lords held sway and centuries old. Makes sense that he would have brought that to his cult.
So is that the dragon whose skull this is?
Yeah, I believe so. I'll be able to tell you more in the morning. Or morning's the earliest I'll be able to do it. Reaches down from the mouth that's kind of in their abdomen, an iron flask comes out. It's the same one that they drank from before, and they just toss back. And then wipe some off their mouth. Oh, I'm going to need a long bath.
Yeah, that sounds
You
good.
want some? You look as shitty as I do.
Sure, I'll trade you.
Oh, fuck yes. They do the pretentious thing of in through the mouth, out through the nose.
Jackson's
Yours tastes like cold beef broth is the nicest way to put it.
Jax is rum, so
It's I thought you were giving me your cigarette.
No, I was offering you Jack's flask, but
Oh,
if you want a cigarette, you can have one.
I would like I would like a cigarette. I don't drink that much. It's not good for my non-existent liver.
Know her now.
I showed y'all that the other night. Remember?
I don't
She
care.
showed you the
Kill her now.
scar.
Yeah, hold on. Which mouth was the cigarette just put into? Was it the kidney one?
Oh no. No.
Oh man.
That's what I think all the bleeding's coming from. Is just gingivitis from millions of mouths.
Nah.
Do you know how long it takes to floss all those teeth?
Not that long. The gaps are pretty wide.
Ugh.
I hate it.
At least it's not a Neuphorexia white creature.
Teeth.
All right. Was there anything else people wanted to do tonight immediately?
I'm definitely taking a short rest, which I can get my arcane recovery
Before
to get back.
taking a long rest?
Before taking a long rest.
Okay.
Because I have a sending I would like to do.
Okay.
To General Vigilante.
Okay.
What do you mean, Vigilante?
Guitar strum. Thank you. And I counted it out. I counted it out this time.
Mm-hmm.
Attack from Cult of Cheshimox. 4 civilian deaths. 1 hired soldier dead. Powerful artifact. Dragon skull. Will need an official collection team. Will send extensive report.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Sorry.
Within a few moments, there's a response. Copy that. Team will be sent out in the next few days.
Okay, and that used my 3rd level spell. I got back my 5th level spell, which I'm going to use to cast Galder's Tower.
Okay.
Is that like Baldur's Gate?
Kind of.
Kinda. Okay. Also, the fact that I got a reply is a relief, because I did not get a reply to my last sending.
They were just
Where I mean, maybe, honestly, the fact that General Vigilante was it seemed to be sympathetic to y'all's group made me think that they had maybe been taken out so they couldn't give you a vote.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling pretty paranoid about that. Oh wait, actually, sorry, I just realized I can do my arcane recovery better. If I get back up 4th level spell and this, I can do this. I can do that tonight.
I don't think I have anything that needs to be done. I should probably read the stars for a question, but I can't think of what that question would be. I don't know. If something seems pertinent, like, I just want to know if something's going to happen tomorrow. My question is, like, what do I need to keep? Like, what should I prepare for tomorrow? Or what should I be prepared for tomorrow?
Okay.
Yeah.
I know
you
it's.
can ask,
I know
you can
it's.
ask for. You can ask non-yes or no questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is the. I forgot what the spell is called. It's not commune with nature or augury. It's divination.
Nice. So yeah, I can do 2 Galder's Towers. They're not going to be as nice, like as extensive or as tall as normal. We got to go with a very basic bed and bath situation. but it will allow me to save a 4th level spell for Galder's Speedy Courier. Basically, I am writing up a report of the events and I can write out a long message and send it to General Vigilante rather than being sequestered to the 25 word limit. Also, I can send a stone from the region to assist with any teleportation that might be necessary as well to make for an accurate why is that word just not coming into my head? Arrival.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
Otherwise, I'm ready for a long bath and then a long rest.
I'm gonna stay outside for my rest. I'm just gonna pop in my tree, or turn my staff into a tree and sleep in that. I would rather be outside and prepared to, like, be ready for anything at this point.
Mina, that one's yours. Just gesture to the tower on the left. There's a hot bath on the 2nd floor.
Jack,
Yeah.
carry me.
All right.
Thank you.
Throws her over his shoulder.
Not like that, you dick.
Furry's
Mina
a little
does not care. She's not standing up.
Yeah.
So if someone doesn't carry her, she's sleeping under the stars.
I'm being gentle tonight, but like I totally could have just like gust of wind just fucking blown you towards the tower.
What a dick.
But I'm being kind today.
That's how
Thank
Mina
you.
died.
It doesn't do damage. Just, pushes you 15 feet every round.
That's enough
It'd
to
be
roll
really
on
interesting to
break
see
it.
see you carry her up that very tiny, narrow spiral staircase.
No, he just has to get me to the tower and then put me on my feet and I'll go.
Yeah. It's a hot brass.
He was gonna go
brass
throw you on
tub?
the bed. All right.
Oh, I could just watery sphere and just like, there you go. Off you go. Hit your bubble of water.
Oh, no.
I
Stone.
have roguish abilities now. I will shank you in your kidneys.
Roguish.
Yeah. Black.
I mean,
Sorry,
she's not a
black
full rogue.
stone
She's
tub.
roguish.
Brass fixtures.
The spell has nothing, like, says nothing about drowning in it, which is like kind of interesting.
Yeah,
That
maybe
is-
there's
Because
little
the
bubbles.
game has. I was about to say it's because the game
Sonic.
has rules for already has rules for drowning in
For that.
water.
All right, cool. Ilferi, your dream just kind of is like just a view of like railroad tracks like splitting and branching off into different directions.
Well, unfortunately, that is probably the vaguest vision I've gotten in a while. Okay. Well, I'm going to unprepare all my spells and do a new prepared list for the morning. That has to do with railroads, I guess.
And then you all get your long rest.
Hooray! There's a fucking long rest button. There it is.
And much earlier than you feel is strictly reasonable, you start to hear activity in the camp as sunrise comes about and workers start to get ready to work.
All right, so we survived that.
I mean, we always do.
We're
Mostly.
Get rid of all.
Maybe I shouldn't be the one saying that.
We're
Long
getting
rest?
cons
So
though
you don't have the best
here.
track record.
I think first thing I'm doing is legend lore on the skull.
Is what?
I'm casting the spell legend lore on the skull.
Oh, okay. Second. Name a person, place or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of significant lore about the thing you named. The lore may consist of tales, forgotten stories, secret lore that is never widely known. If the thing you named isn't legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information is. The information is accurate, but might be couched in figurative language. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so let me take my 46 necrotic damage. Or sorry, 4d10. 5d10, wow.
That's what
really...
That's what happens when you cast the spell?
No, I have to take 5d10 damage to pay for the material cost of the otherwise very expensive incense.
Incense worth 250, which the spell consumes, and 4 ivory strips worth 50.
I have the 4 ivory strips. Those are not consumed. I'm made of blood, not money. So this is how I start my morning.
I think it's a d10 for each 50 gold.
50 gold.
Yeah.
Yes. So 33 points of damage. As I'm just basically drawing divination runes in blood on this thing. And it's a very large surface area, so yeah, it took a lot.
Huh?
And then just like ending it with like, I imagine like I'm sitting on top of this thing.
Yeah.
And it ends with me like slamming a bloody palm as I get of some sort of vision.
Everyone gets a good berry, by the way. Or 2 good berries.
Noted.
So yeah, Aloysia, you get some pretty vivid visions of the things described before. You see from the perspective of Cheshimox arriving in Bear and planting the permafrost stone in the cave, defeating the other dragon and claiming their followers, turning them to undead, and just kind of the events that unfolded, including when a lord came about and eventually slew Cheshimox in a very like basically the dragon killing equivalent of like a fox hunt.
Oh geez, really?
Just like bringing like way more men than is necessary, and
okay. So what I'm hearing is
cheap tricks and
yeah, he did not have what one might call a finest hour of a death.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you continue to watch as the undead continue their even after your death, terrorizing the countryside, using the skull and its power, pulled upon sleds.
Okay.
Over time, numbers dwindling without a way to replenish them. The horde being sacked for the most part as adventurers come, but not completely depleted.
Okay.
Then you see you see 2 individuals sneaking up in the night and slaying the chief shaman who had been around since Cheshimox was slain. And everybody, the remaining members of the horde, rising up in anger and chasing after them into the night.
Interesting.
Bringing you to now.
Oh. Okay. I don't get details on who the two individuals were.
It was dark.
That's fair. Do I have a location of the horde? Do I have better knowledge of that, or some sort of marker or descriptor that would make it easier to find?
No, but
like even if it was just not necessarily, I can go find this now. Like a hint I could pass on that theoretically stuff could.
You definitely know what the location of the lair looks like.
Okay.
But also just looking around, you can the tracks are not hard to follow.
Okay.
I
imagine deep grooved things from the wheels.
Well, there was like a sheet of like snow or ice that it was kind of like appearing underneath.
Oh, really?
It's like melted by this point, but there's mud and
now it's all
stamped
mud.
Feet and yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I will be passing that along in tonight's report.
I was down a prepared spell yesterday, or during the combat.
And that was a 5th level slot. Okay. I will be passing this information along to the other to the constables at breakfast.
It's breakfast time. Sorry, I'm still preparing my spells.
Yeah.
I was trying to find, because I know you shared Zambria's Zambria in the brain. I cannot find it anywhere. I checked the Roll20 logs, which fun fact, last time we were at Roll20, but no, it's not. It's just about, I know it was there. I know I've seen it. I'm just it's just bugging me. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah.
I looked through our entire Discord and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I did that too. I looked through the Discord. I looked through my Discord chat with Chris. I looked through the Roll20 logs. I looked at the campaign page on Beyond. Also, fun fact, last time we used Roll20, we were also having a fight next to a train.
This shit just keeps happening.
I'm sensing
trains are bad news.
Of the yes, exactly.
Trains are excellent news. That's why bad guys keep attacking them.
Exactly. Anyway, Jack's eating biscuits and gravy.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Where are you getting biscuits and gravy?
But I'll be
the commissary.
Yeah.
Seems like a thing that railhead troop would have.
Officer's commissary.
No,
it's real sausage.
There's no officer's commissary. There are no officers.
I'm recasting Goldber's Tower to make an officer's commissary.
You are welcome to do that if you would like.
No. But yeah, I will just I share everything that Chris told me.
Oh.
That's why
is it a journal?
It's a journal entry. Yeah, you're right. It's a handout. There's Zambria's
handout. Okay.
Hey, could you conveniently tell us all that information you just got in a handout of some sort, Philip? Because I lost track of a little bit of it. There was a lot going on.
Anything you need to know is who there is the undead cult of this dragon. Someone snuck in, killed their leader, and led them in our direction. It was
willing to bet
two
it
individuals.
was like I would actually put money on it being fucking I forgot her name. I can't believe I forgot her name. Laia, yeah, and or like her wizard friend,
or possibly her 2 lackeys,
Yeah.
Dingus and Bingle.
Those are odd
It
names.
was Bingle and Dingus.
Not Dongle and Bongle.
I feel like this is the sort of thing that she would want to handle herself with one person helping out.
Also, just heads up, I'm calling her Lisa from now on. Y'all can get on board or not, I don't care, but I'm
Okay.
calling her Lisa from now on.
Someone might
Is there a
say
reason?
it's dirty.
Just because it's not her name and I want to annoy her in every way I can until I am able to murder her.
Does she play saxophone?
I hope not.
She wishes.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't want her to have any good things in her life.
She seems very cosmopolitan.
Chris, you did this! I hate her!
I'm glad. I'm glad.
I have prepared a spell specifically for Jack.
Oh,
I mean that in a good way, I promise.
If you're gonna try to get me to stop smoking again, it's not gonna work.
No, I noticed that we had a problem with light last night being an issue. Like you had to hold it. You had to hold it or your weapon. It was a problem. So it'll take a little bit of. We can like sew a patch on your jacket that you can remove, and I can have continual flame on a thing that's underneath that patch, so you can have like an ongoing light source when you need it. But
Yeah,
you can just cover it up. Huh?
You can put that on my sleeve, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
No,
it just as long as
it's
it's
a great spell.
as long as it's the way that you can uncover it, cover it back up, so it's not producing light when you don't want it to. But it
They're
lasts
great.
forever.
I pull out like a polished stone that has continual flame on it from inside one of my pockets. Yeah, these are great.
Unfortunately, didn't think about this part. I need ruby dust.
No, I can take it. I'll get you tomorrow.
I prepared it today.
Oh, I can't help you today.
But
I'm saying I can make it free tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
I can make 9 a day. 9 a day? Yeah, I got enough blood for that. 9 a day.
well, if I could come across a ruby, I'll take care of it because, I mean, it was a problem immediately. We might need it tonight.
Give me 8 hours.
Hold on. Let me go to the Canterbury Challenge. So we are pretty close to this center point, right?
Oh, right. I'm back here. I need to change the spell for this spell. That's unfortunate.
Oh, I'm the only one on this map. We're close to the center point, right? Of the Canterbury Challenge. We're like here-ish.
Yes, quite close to the center.
So, I got Sura's kind of far. Negrana is technically further. If I were to turn into a bird, like one that flies, could I get to I got Suran back in 8 hours?
My
fly speed will only be 40 because I can't turn into the big birds that I mistakenly used before.
I think we established that like a marching day was 40 miles. Which is about what we're looking at here.
Oh, I actually have a ruby. You can't use it. Sorry. No, well, it's just way too expensive in a family heirloom.
So why'd you bring it up?
Well, because it's hanging right here around my neck.
We didn't ask you to use your shit.
Anybody got a ruby? Cover
I'm
up
trying
hand.
to be helpful.
Use his hand to cover up ruby around that.
Is that so hard? Is it so hard to be helpful?
Apparently.
Let's see. Normal walk.
I'm not sure what I did to deserve this.
30 feet per round would get you 4 miles in an hour. I'd be going 40. So, yeah. I mean, I don't even remember how far it is. It's 60 miles. Yeah, it would take me like 8 hours to get there at best. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so fast pace, 30 miles per day is what.
Oh, I could take the train there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to suggest. I thought there was some reason in particular you were not taking the train.
Because Ilferi doesn't think about trains being like a good source of transportation.
You also do have teleportation options, but I know that also
You ever
takes
think
resources.
about trains?
No, but I do think about holes.
And I got sure would I be able to find someone selling rubies?
Rubies, not. I mean,
Nah, they only sell agates.
there's a slim possibility, like that there's some prospector out there or something, but it's not like it is not a center of trade.
Okay. I think I might have just been barking up the wrong tree. If we were in a city, this would have been a good idea, but I probably I probably wouldn't have prepared this had I, James, thought about our circumstances.
Yeah,
I was just like,
mean,
oh, continual flame. Jack needs that.
Yeah. If you want to
Yeah, I'll just swap that spell out for
swap
something
that,
else.
and we'll, do it another time.
But we should get into making you some sort of detachable and reattachable. Is Velcro a thing?
Not yet.
Why not?
Talk to Theodore about it.
No, I got it. Okay. I have figured it out. Hold on. I figured it out. Nature's Velcro is brambles.
Yeah.
So, and we're in a desert. I could totally make brambles out here.
I think you can make those with Druidcraft.
So, I am preparing plant growth instead. I don't have Druidcraft. I wish it was better, basically.
Oh, man.
Druidcraft's great. Druidcraft's the best.
It's really not.
I love it
Almost-
more than
What other
Thaumaturgy
cantrip
and
has made you
almost-
cry?
It's almost as good as Skywrite.
It's infinitely better than Skywrite.
Oh,
Okay.
false.
The weather.
Skywrite's the best spell in the game.
I know, that's why I have it.
You can predict the weather, so you'll know whether or not your lightning cloud will work better or something.
You know what else can predict the weather? Literally my trait. Like,
Also,
my
the-
navigator trait allows
make
me to
some-
predict the weather.
You can make some leaves fall.
Wow.
It's great.
You can light a
Shade.
candle, torch,
It's
or a
so
small
bad.
campfire.
Yeah.
I can also light a campfire with produce flame.
You don't have imagination. That's the problem.
No, it's that this spell is so limited that any attempt at imagination is stifled by its limitations.
Druidcraft is the only
Limitations
cantrip
breed
that's ever made me
creativity.
cry.
How to do that?
Throwing it out there.
How to do that?
Watch the end of campaign 1 of Critical Role. Burst into tears.
It's gotten me a few times in C3.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Patterns, huh?
Could I? Okay.
do we need to play
This-
the mini game?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that. How many miles
You're up,
do we get
Carter.
today, Koku?
I was just doing that, actually.
Cool.
Perfect. Give us give us the end of day meeting with like the flow chart and the cheat paper that has the flip over.
Yeah, we get 3
The
more
whole
miles
paper
out of
pads.
today. Yeah, we get 3 more miles out of today, and assuming nothing goes wrong, tomorrow we will have 4 money, 3 material again, but 4 material on the way for tomorrow, so that we can finish up the bridge and get to the goal the day after tomorrow. But we'll have, assuming nothing goes wrong, and nothing else has changed, we'll have 4 money, 3 material, and 2 morale, and be on mile 16, which on this chart is mile 143. So we make it to the bridge today.
It'll ferry.
In the UK.
I actually do have a favor of something that you might be able to accomplish with flight that would be, I think, it would be important to me, though I understand if y'all say no.
Oh, are you asking this in character?
Yes.
Is this your okay, cool. Well, I'm not really that useful here, so what do you need?
I disagree. Can you follow this trail from where the wagon came from? That it drug earth, permafrost and ice from here, from who knows how far. There might be.
I don't see where you're pointing. Or
it's behind the cart.
Okay.
The cart brought ice and cold with it. That is now a muddy trail.
That's not hard to follow. Could be pretty indistinguishable from the wildlife around here.
That's probably what I was hoping. That
let's see.
Someone, as I said, brought this here, but knowing where it came from would be very useful. But to me. But I understand that y'all have other things happening.
No, I mean, as far as what I can do here, I'm better off doing that instead, I think.
Yeah. All I ask is if you find the entrance to the horde, don't go in.
I'm very aware that that's dangerous.
Okay. You would be surprised what gold does to people.
Right. So I can do that. I literally don't know how many spells I'm supposed to have prepared. I'm having a weird issue where it just lets me keep preparing spells, as many as I want.
Are we about ready to take our break?
Yeah, sure. It was pushed back a little bit since our start time was pushed back.
Yeah.
It's our third one in a row, so of course it's going to be a little different. This one will just be short.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if I could use spike growth to make this little fake Velcro thing. It's not the description of the spell, but maybe I could tighten it up.
I liked your brambles thing with.
I was doing spike growth to make the brambles, but plant growth is a more permanent version.
You could just cast it on my shield that springs out.
But then if anytime you use your shield, it would be lit up.
I want to put it on something that you can easily.
Okay.
Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Get some water. Stretch.
Then I can throw shield break.
Right.
Break your med.
Brambles and cotton.
We're back.
Hey.
I invented Velcro.
What an industrious little bird you are.
But a good kind of industry, the kind that doesn't destroy the environment.
Coco has destroyed very few environments.
I'm a sustainable business owner.
All right. So what's is there a plan for the day? Or if not, we can just skip through the railhead construction.
I just need to decide if I'm going to fly to monitor that to follow that trail, or if I'm going to turn into a horse. Because as a horse I can get there faster, but I'm a little bit more conspicuous. So I bring this to the group. I can get there faster, or I can get there inconspicuous. Which do you prefer? Which do you think would be better in this situation?
Well, how conspicuous is a wild horse in this area?
Yeah.
That's actually a great question. I haven't really been paying attention to the horse situation here. That, you know, other than
Chris, what
the ones that are owned.
Wild stallions.
Yeah, not like common. I wouldn't say that's unheard of.
Not unheard of. Antelope would be
Antelope are
more apropos.
definitely around.
Would an antelope basically just be the same as the horse as far as stats are concerned?
I would imagine deer might be a better analog, but
Is there a deer stat block?
There's not
there
a
might
lot
be
of,
an elk
there's
one.
not a lot of beast stat blocks.
Because who wants to be a
There's a deer.
beast when you can be a monster?
There's a deer.
Yeah, there's
Cool.
also an elk.
It has movement of 50.
Elk, yep. Elk also has a movement of 50. Warhorse has a movement of 60. But both of those are better than
There's
actually.
a giant elk if you can do it. CR2, which is
I
60.
lied. I'm gonna turn into an owl. It's got 60 feet and it's flying, and is probably not that conspicuous even during. I mean, like owls are still fly during the day. They just hunt at night.
Also, they're silent.
They're the
Depends on the owl.
slowest.
Some owls
for
are
eagle.
actually diurnal, but
Well, also has advantage on. I mean, I already have advantage on perception, but continues to have advantage on perception because I think I might not have advantage because I don't have my shield equipped.
Yep.
Yeah. So turn into an owl.
Yep.
Or an owl that looks like it fits in the environment. I'm being conspicuous
Yeah,
about my form.
So it's like a desert owl.
Yeah. And I will follow that ice trail north.
Yep.
Oh, and before I do that, I cast Pass Without Trace on myself with my staff.
For the first hour.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. You don't even need to give me a check. The trail is pretty easy to follow. Between it, just like a combination of muddy little patches here and there, maybe snow that hasn't quite melted yet. At one point, it like goes over a small stream, and there's like some ice that's like still like stuck around some of the rocks. And you go about maybe a little over an hour before you spot the ice and snow actually starts to become more common until like the whole landscape is covered in ice and snow, and you see a mountain with a large cave set in the side of it.
Whereabouts on the map of Bear would that be?
Ooh, I would very much like to know that. As a player.
Well, you see this spot right here that says Abismo Condalendado?
Yeah.
Welcome
that
to
it?
Abismo Condalendado.
We're trying to build a railroad through an undead blizzard?
That is a lot closer than I expected. Do they have a sign up?
Yes, it says welcome to Abismo Condalendado. No.
Do not enter. You do you. I'm a sign, not a cop.
Yeah.
population
Wait,
population
was that on
negative 12,000.
that wasn't on the map before, was it, Chris?
I think
Oh,
it was.
If you notice over on this map over here, there's like kind of a, well, badly photoshopped look to it.
Huh.
Actually, it wasn't that bad. I had no idea.
No, I just thought the resolution was really low.
Yeah. No,
But
you did a
now
great
I
job.
see what you're
I had no
talking
idea.
about. I do
no,
see
I also
like, the blur brush.
on this display, I totally thought that was just like what the midpoint was going to be called. Like it was
So
just
what
pre-game.
I'm hearing is Elferi follow the trail basically north, but then also hard east.
Mostly
parallel
along.
to
Well,
where-
you guys have built like the railhead is close to that spot.
So this was all actually a clever ruse to get two different adventuring parties to clear out an undead dragon horde.
That sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
That sounds like top tier government management to me.
Sounds like something you would have known about to me.
I don't think I did. I?
Because if you didn't, then obviously it's
Christopher,
just
did I actually know this? And what did I just do a clever ruse to make a fairy do government dirty work? I need to know. Because these are both things my character would have done.
I'm not going to say anything out loud one way or the other.
Okay, fine. DM me.
slide in those DMs.
Yeah,
like
slide in
an
my
ice cube.
DMs. Also, my phone's over there, so you
You've
hold
got
up a
Discord.
sign and everyone close your eyes.
Well, at least it didn't take me long to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're approximately on the edge of this red circle
Oh, stanky.
because we're only about 3 miles away from
I'm
the
a
meeting
genius.
point.
Gotcha.
We're functionally more than that because we have to build a bridge, but as
Yeah.
the crow flies, or
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
the
I thought we
parrot
finished the bridge.
flies, I guess.
There's going to be one
No,
more
we-
bridge.
We finished the first bridge, but we have to build 2.
We have to build two
Because-
bridges?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to build 2 bridges. We're further away from the supply lines.
And there's an
Yeah.
undead horde descending upon us. You know, all normal work conditions.
Comparing to-
Exactly.
Oh,
level.
I wanted the bodies of the blades and the clerics put next to the cart because those are going to have to get brought in. Also, I want to know where the bodies are for
Okay.
reasons.
You're able to,
Yeah.
with some hands, able to
Yeah.
get things organized.
Um,
So, James, are you going?
Like, do I see anything at the entrance?
Nope.
Probably not. Still, I'll like make an active perception, and I have dark vision as an owl.
Okay.
So
How close are you getting?
like
the most leading question.
like 100 feet from the entrance.
Okay. Give me a
and
stealth
then-
check and a perception check.
Okay. You said it's been a little over an hour.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course it has. 1 second. Okay. Stealth.
What is
It's
it?
a 21.
Owl stealth. Nice.
An owl stealth is pretty
That's
much
fine.
as good.
Good.
Yeah, it's proficient in it, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And then perception incoming. 22.
You can see into the cave a little ways. There's some bones piled about. There's maybe some bits of armor, some spears. Nothing's
Is
moving.
somebody rubbing on a microphone?
Certainly.
I'm
something.
sorry, that was me. I was rubbing on the stand that the microphone is on. I didn't realize that was going to carry through.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
Oh
I
yeah.
just looked up. I was like, "What is that noise?"
I thought you were like
Sorry.
I thought like there's the metal mesh on like on a mic. It's like I don't know what you're talking about as you're just like strumming your nail on the
Free ASMR for everybody.
Well, hopefully it wasn't that disturbing or
all good.
distracting. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I see some weapons and armor, but no living or unliving things.
Don't see anything.
Okay. Well, that's super. I'm leaving.
Okay.
That's it. The end. Takes me about an hour to head back.
Over an hour.
I'm just down. Yeah, a little over an hour. Just long enough so that pass it out trace doesn't matter.
I'm honestly just basing it on travel times.
I know. I'm just messing around. It's okay. Right. And like I could tell that our railroad is heading kind of right in that direction, right?
You're about as close as you're gonna get at this point.
Okay. Right. So there is a cold cave with weapons and armor and no living or unliving things at the entrance.
That's
And
only
then
an
I
hour
left.
away is the bird. They're really close. That's gotta be bad.
Yeah,
That's
seems
gonna be
extremely
bad.
dangerous. Why are they building a? Why is this happening?
Oh, because the other direction's the T-Rex preserve. This was the
course
lesser
we
of the
built
two
the-
evils.
Of course, we built the spider farm next to the nuclear power plant. What could go wrong?
No, but there is an energy of a response of it's bare. There is no safe place. What are we, cowards?
Yeah.
And you guys, I mean, did you at least know about this?
No, we considered this site lost. This is on the dead list. We don't look for this horde anymore.
So that
It was thought
means
lost,
it's
abandoned, or pilfered long ago.
for grabs, maybe. I mean, we obviously are gonna have to clear it
No.
out anyways.
We're gonna have to clear it out, but you don't get to take anything.
We're not citizens of your nation. I feel like
Correct. You'd be stealing.
but your nation has considered this long gone and non-existent.
No,
What? We're not taking anything that exists in your
it's
country.
no longer non-existent because you found it, and we will thank you. I'll make a note of it in the report. Baron Property, Minister of Dragon Affairs. We don't do that. You will be rewarded. You don't get to take. You get to be given. And the less you steal, which is to say none, the higher my recommendations will be.
What do your recommendations mean? You're not one of the
Very
people we're
high.
trying to court for this stupid competition in the first place.
You're right. I'm just their personal assistant sending them reports every day.
I think Alicia's got a point.
I mean,
I think-
I get it. It's stupid.
See,
No,
we're
it's
not allowed to do it
bureaucracy.
with our government, so we want to take it from your government.
That's
It
not
doesn't
a
exist!
recommendation.
We're just conjuring treasure out of nowhere because it doesn't exist, from what I was told.
You were told. You just found about this less than 12 hours ago.
This scene is definitely better without Koku in it to stop any of this. Please continue.
Well, we're gonna have to clear it out.
There's a
regardless.
standard finder's fee. There's a standard contractor's
Koku's
reward.
off directing.
And I'm
construction.
sure it will be more than appreciated. And imagine how much goodwill you will earn by returning these long lost artifacts stolen from the blood and sweat and forced labor of our oppressed peoples.
Does Zambria react to the phrase long lost artifacts?
He just wakes up like, huh, what?
She definitely she is an archaeologist at heart, but this isn't like her.
This isn't her body.
These things are too new to be of interest to her.
It's not a civilization. It's just
Fair.
like a
And,
treasure
and
hoard.
Lord knows what Dracker artifacts it drug here.
Do we know Dracker? I don't know what Dracker is.
Dracker
Dwarf
is
land.
the dwarf place.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's where Zeodor comes from.
Got
You
it.
went there. There was like a battle arena. Things happened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hear very nice things about my home country.
Yeah, we went
Or
through
ancestral home country.
Fine. Whatever. We're gonna have to take care of it regardless. I don't know if we should do that now or if we should wait for this train to be done and like.
Oh, we need to wait 8 hours. I'm not going into a dragon sword with what I have prepared today. I prepared for train. I did not prepare for dungeon delve.
What did I prepare for? I realized that I did over prepare. I was only supposed to prepare 14 spells and I prepared 17. So. Well, on D&D Beyond, it shows me as 17 spells prepared, but that's because it's adding the cantrips in, and on Foundry, it doesn't show the cantrips as prepared spells. So I was preparing 17 spells, not realizing 4 of those are supposed to be the cantrips I already have prepared.
I have. Yeah, I did mine correctly.
I mean, I would never not prepare those.
Let's get the work done. Prepare for a dungeon delve. Get Koku up to date. And bring what you need to destroy undead, disable traps, and darkness. Lots and lots of darkness. So, continual flame will be prepared. And everyone will be equipped.
I slap on my Velcro patch to Jack's shoulder.
Perfect.
Jack takes it off and puts it on his forearm.
Look, but see, it continues to stick.
Yeah, it
Do
works.
any of y'all deal with traps or traps and locks? No?
It depends on how they need to be dealt with.
Quietly.
I don't mean...
Carter's muted, I think. Or he's doing a very good job of tackling to himself.
I intentionally muted myself.
That's a good, yeah.
Okay. I have unprepared spells. Fortunately, there were some spells that...
Okay. Writing down Unseen Servant and Conjure Minor Elementals.
Spell or trap trippers.
You need trap chickens. Knock. This is all suboptimal, but you do with what you have. What do y'all do when you get to a locked door?
Usually up and down.
We have the keys, actually. I don't think we've actually had to break into a place that we didn't have a key to.
Yeah, we have. We've had to do that a lot. We haven't had to do it since...
Oh! I take that back. We go in through the window.
Yeah. Usually it's turn into Weasel and go in through the window.
Yeah.
And then the
Dragons
person walks in and finds just Ilferi in a room and kills him, usually.
Yeah.
Don't die to that.
Well, when we were doing adventures in the city, we had to get into locked places all the time, but Zeodor always picked those locks.
Let me see what I can...
Yeah.
We're down a rogue.
We're up half a road.
That's why I was laughing myself. Because I'm like, ha, we don't have a solution, it's all my fault.
Oh, Mina might be proficient with thieves' tools, right? Maybe?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Do you have any? Thieves' tools?
Yeah.
God, no, never touch the stuff.
Yeah, I've
You
got
taught
it.
me, but only in theory.
Or... Oh, wait, no. I can for an hour.
What?
A number of times per day.
Can what?
Locks. But I don't have tools.
Yes, I have tools. Yes, I am proficient. What do we need?
Dragon's Lair for traps, locks, and other things that need to be disabled.
Sure. I can't promise I'll be any good. That was Zeodor's thing. And he didn't stick around long enough to teach me.
Yeah, you guys got the backstabbing lessons done, but not the
I asked him to show me how he ran that fast.
Yeah, I was going to say, and the running away lessons.
For more than what it seemed it should have. And then he fucking took those two things, stabbed me in the back, and ran.
I mean, I'd heard rumors of internal complications, but I didn't know there were stabbings.
No. Figuratively stabbed
stabbings.
me in the back.
Oh. I got actually stabbed in the back once. That sucked.
I mean, I've been stabbed in the back, just not by
It's
Zeta.
not fun.
No, fucking sucks.
All right, so you guys are taking
Are there fun places to be stabbed?
a break to prepare for
You get used to it.
a delve later in the day, or are you gonna
No, I think
go
we
the
are.
next day?
We're
I
gonna have to
think
go
it's
the
gonna
next
need to
day.
be the
We're
next
just
day
figuring
because-
out what spells we're going to prepare
Okay.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Sounds
I
good.
was seeing if I needed to prepare borrowed knowledge.
But at the very least, that does change around a couple of spells I prepared that deal with beasts, because I'm not that concerned about beasts existing.
Because
As it turns out.
wait. Oh wait, no. Borrowed knowledge can't give you tool proficiency. It says skill proficiency. Never mind. I can't. I can only knock things, which is very, very.
Oh, Carter, did
non-street.
I need to move the thing on the sidetrack thing?
Yes, we
The
should be at
little
the start
token.
now. Yeah, we should be.
Oh, you're at the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started the bridge today. We will finish the bridge tomorrow,
No.
and then we will move on to. And then the day after that, we will hit the goal.
Oh wow. Okay.
But it'll still take 2 more days to get to the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do y'all have who's y'all? Which one of you is feels confident about scrawling maps?
I have a good sense
Cartography.
of direction. Just don't
Good
expect me
enough.
to write stuff. I'll draw it. I don't write.
He usually has a plant for that.
Yeah.
Okay, Wilhelm will make the deal. He's good enough.
I mean, I generally don't even need to draw a map. I just have a really good sense of direction. But
That's good for you, but not for the next people.
What are we playing, a roguelike?
No. We're playing bureaucracy, Christopher. Were you not paying attention to the railroad building? Someone
kind
has
of
to
cool.
haul the rest of the horde out, and they need a map.
It's kind of a cool idea for a roguelike, though.
I-
You like go into a deep jungle and you're mapping stuff out, and then in subsequent runs you can use the maps you previously.
Or like some sort of Elytrian Odyssey kind of thing going on?
There's a RPG that's very interesting that uses a lot of that. But we don't have time to get into it.
Yeah. Is it Elytrian Odyssey?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
if there's nothing else, then we can, fast forward to the next day having prepared.
yeah, I guess I just need to ask the stars something about that. Let me just bring up what the spell allows me to ask, which is like a lot. Ignore the 7 days. It's actually within the next day because of my dice here stuff.
Whoa.
Concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
For a truthful reply and a
damn.
short phrase, cryptic
Was-
rhyme, or
Was that at my expense, Catherine?
Yes.
Good.
quite startling.
Shot
I
the
didn't mute
headphones
my-
off his head.
Oh, did I not mute myself?
Nope.
No,
You did not. You very much did not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I got the button in time.
Sure didn't.
So I think the one thing, Chris, is sending to Vigilante, basically saying investigating Cheshimox horde site, taking constables, and Wilson report. And I'm sending a report of a written report of the legend lore, spell findings. basically a confirmation on what rumors we knew, but we have more details. Specifically, someone using the undead cult in an attempt to sabotage the train.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
the response received something along the lines of
response from right, sorry.
Take no risks, but any that location has been marked as exhausted, but no stop. No officials ever sent. Stop. Any funds discovered approved for rail construction.
Noted.
I see how you're supposed to win this competition. I see now.
With dragon money.
I guess the question I'm going to ask the stars is, what should I look out for to ensure that this lair is completely routed? R-O-U-T.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that nothing can come back again after we clear it out.
I like the idea of to the stars explaining the spelling of a word.
Okay. Your dream is of a plain white snowy field.
I need to keep an eye out for a plain white snowy field. So I guess we're looking for the source of this snow, possibly. Okay. Noted. And I think I might prepare a couple fire spells today. Might be worth it. Cool. How late are we going today?
It's a good question. We did start about an hour late. What's people's cutoffs?
I think
I have to work tomorrow, but not until not for 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
I've got
Perfect.
time.
I am not pressed currently.
Cool.
Okay.
I could go to 10.
I am also not pressed. So do we want to say at least until 10:30 and then see how we're feeling?
Yeah,
Yep.
that sounds
Sounds
good.
good to me.
Works.
Cool.
Maybe Wall of Fire. That'd be fun, right?
It is fun.
And then, what happens if I catch the Wall of Thorns on fire?
You now have a wall of fire.
I mean, it's a lower level spell, but it has a different effect. So,
I would think that it would just burn it up. Honestly, like given
It would destroy it.
like probably just like destroy one square per round or something.
okay. I have been thinking about that for several sessions. So, did I prepare Dark Vision?
We are preparing keeping teleportation circle.
Yeah.
So you need a fast out sometimes.
Oh, hey, I have a thing for traps. It's called Find Traps.
Yes,
You
please.
find them, I'll dismantle them.
Great. Then
He's going to be
And that-
better at finding them than I am anyway.
Rules is
Oh, I'm
written.
so-
There is
I'm
no way
so
to
good at
destroy
finding
the Wall of Thorns. They are just a magical construct,
Yeah.
which also makes sense.
I'm also pretty good at trap finding. It's disabling.
So good at finding traps.
Great. Love
I'm so
to
good
hear
at
it.
finding everything.
Okay, then I don't need Unseen Servant prepared or conjure minor elements.
Mike Merles, is Wall of Thorns affected by damage of any kind or by fire? As written, no, but I'd allow fire spells of the same or higher level to damage it. 5x5x5 cube, having 50 hit points.
Okay. A higher level spell. I mean, it's a 5th level spell.
Yeah,
So
I'd say in
For-
general no, unless like, Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I lied. It's a 6th level spell.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough to have a higher level spell affected, anyways, at this level. Okay, I think I have my spells prepared for entering this dongon.
Okay.
Oh yeah, spells. I better prepare mine. Oh wait, dummies! I'm just a sorcerer.
Yes,
I have
there
all my
is.
spells all the time. Also, I have like 6 spells.
There is
Hey,
one.
at least you're at a
more
warlock.
thing.
You'd have like 3 spells.
I prepare gun and gun.
That's
But you
true.
only have like
Warlock...
2 spell slots a day or per short rest.
I got my shit ready.
Right, it's like that's the thing. It's like warlocks get their get all
Chris,
of their spell
there
slots at their
is-
highest level, and it's for short rest.
There is one thing I would like to do.
Yeah.
I would like to alter my familiar
Okay. What is your
from a raven to a bat.
Ah, okay.
Since we have already gone into this place and we have seen not already gone into this place, since we've already fought things from this place, and we have seen that they can paralyze, I have prepared freedom of movement.
Ooh.
For an hour, the target of this spell can't be paralyzed.
Yay!
Or
Love to
restrained,
hear it.
or grappled.
Does it clear away existing condition?
Is it? Oh,
It
those
spends
were
5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles or a creature that has grappled.
That was a poison, right?
That's.
Mm,
I think that's up to you, Redbeard.
okay.
I would normally say, like, cannot be paralyzed means that if you are paralyzed, you no longer are.
There is no poison keyword included in the attack block.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like poison blades that was causing the paralysis.
Oh.
If it's specific, if it doesn't say it was poison, then it wasn't poison. It
Yeah.
was probably ghoulish horse shit.
Yeah.
There.
Which
That's-
is
that's the
fine.
whole
I wanted to know because of there's potential around that as well.
Mhm.
There are spells that can make parties more resistant to poison.
Also, the spell lasts an hour. It's a good spell. Okay. I'm ready to go.
Actually, Chris, if I can do one last thing,
Mhm.
can I can I examine the undead and see if I can learn if they had any resistances or potentially vulnerabilities?
Sure.
I'll break out my medical surgical kit and spend some time investigating them.
I think it would be
Or
reasonable
something.
to say that freedom of movement ends paralysis.
Yeah.
Because
Or
the spell
medicine,
to-
rather. Whichever.
Because the standard spell to end paralysis is lesser restoration, which is 2nd level,
Mhm.
and freedom of movement is 4th level.
Yeah. It's your call, Redbeard, but I feel like the wording here says that it gets rid of it.
Spells cannot cause a target to be paralyzed.
Yeah, I don't know that the wording. I don't know about the wording, but just in terms of like balance, I think it would be reasonable.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, if this was Pathfinder /3.5, I would cast this at the beginning of the dungeon, but it only lasts an hour, so I won't. Actually, freedom of movement only lasted like 10 minutes per level in those editions, so it also basically lasted an hour to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Here's a Jeremy Crawford. Let's see what he says. The free movement spell protects you against the paralyzed and restrained condition. In addition to its other, it doesn't stop the petrified condition.
Oh, petrified.
Doesn't
Well, that's
petrified is
petrified.
different.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think that's because if you become petrified, you technically also become paralyzed. It's one of those nesting conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's saying that because you ended paralysis doesn't mean you can end.
So you're not paralyzed anymore, but you're still a rock. So you can walk around just fine, and now you're even stronger.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
that to me actually implies that it doesn't end it, because it can protect you from it, but it can't protect you from becoming petrified.
Petrified actually has no talk of paralysis in it. You are transformed and incapacitated.
Oh, weird. Then maybe it was some other thing.
Yeah, I think that's just another related question, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a 24 to examine the corpse.
Okay. So
any just noticeable traits about them?
Yeah, they all would be immune to poison, as they don't have any means of carrying that. Which is also carries the conclusion that they're immune to the poison condition as well as damage type. They
can't be charmed.
They cannot be charmed. They cannot be exhausted.
Okay.
The priests had slashing resistance.
Okay. Okay, but nothing about them from the wound, from the damage dealt to the bodies from the various sources of combat that we did seem to work fine on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
From slashing against those ones never came up, but
yeah, but the firewall did fine. My necromancy magic did fine. Lightning did fine. Piercing did fine. Piercing actually seemed to work really well.
Well, that's because of Goku's.
We know.
I don't know that.
Oh, okay.
Players know.
Okay, guys, they're all weak to piercing, so everyone bring us.
You just draw that conclusion now.
Jeez, these things are minced meat. Okay. And I'll pass that along. At least from what we faced, poison is the only thing that is not going to work.
Hey, party, I'm just going to quickly send y'all a screenshot of my spells, and if something feels mega missing, please let me know.
It looks like the consensus is that freedom of movement does not remove the paralyzed condition. It can just prevent it from happening.
But that's fine.
So if he cast it on a person who was paralyzed, once they broke the paralysis,
they wouldn't be able to get
They wouldn't have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still useful.
Yeah.
Still very useful.
All right. I sent y'all my spell list.
I looked over it. I love it.
I mean, I do have a damage dealing spell. I can't get rid of Guiding Bolt. It's always prepared.
All right. I've been playing too much Pathfinder. I was but how many times do you have them prepared?
Oh yeah, God, I forgot about that almost.
I hate it.
Well, I remember now when 5th edition came out, and I was like, "Wow, that's such a better way to do it." And I'd completely forgotten now that
I admit that I do like this version better, but I do have a soft spot for the Pathfinder spell preparation, especially because you could leave slots empty and fill them in later in the day.
Yeah,
I will say that I did enjoy using the Pathfinder version of spell preparation, specifically in our Tuesday game, where and this sounds like a knock, and I swear it isn't, because I enjoyed it thoroughly. We literally spent 2 sessions planning.
Yes.
And then attacked a fort. And
our plan
it was great.
worked.
It was awesome. Our plan worked.
Awesome.
It was a sensation I'm not used to having in tabletop.
The working, not the planning. It was the working part.
It was fun. Something they didn't even account for happened, and they handled it. I was very proud.
Speaking of planning, is everybody planned and ready for this next thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Which
magic gun?
Oh wait, I was gonna double check.
You were going to be casting Continual Flame a couple times, right?
Yes, I was going to do that. Which is why I looked back at your spells prepared to make sure that we didn't double up on it.
I
Yeah,
don't have rubies, so
I can lose 3d10 damage at the start of the day before we head out.
Honestly, it's been a while since I've played a druid, so I don't see anything that seems missing, but I don't fully remember the list, so I think it's fine.
Looks good to me.
Man, I'm really stabbing myself hard today. It's actually just barely above average. This will make three polished glass beads that are little glass beads.
Do they have holes in them so we can sew them to?
I was about to say they have little holes in them so they can be sewn into spots, just put in a pocket. Because what's great about the continual flame spell is while the object catches fire, which helps determine the size of the flame, no matter how small it is, it's as bright as a torch.
Nice.
Pass up Velcro. Well, I have my own Velcro patch, and I made Jack's yesterday. And
worst case scenario, we can just make a little button flap.
Everyone else
good with needles.
can see in the dark.
Yep.
Someone hold on to one to just like chuck, so we have like light further out.
Oh, I'll hold on to one. I'm
Okay.
very good at throwing things.
I was about to say this book doesn't have the catapult spell, so
Do you have a ball bearing?
I have the catapult spell.
it's a good spell. It's just not in this tome.
Hey guys, guess what I cast?
Also,
Alright.
you don't have to be holding the object that you catapult. It can be up
It's
to
correct.
60 feet away from you when you
Also,
start.
it's a great spell to use twin spell on because you target it twins targets objects, not what creatures those objects go at.
Yeah, which is why you can't twin spell it.
Yeah, you can. You because you're twin targeting different objects,
No,
and
you
then
cannot twin spell. I looked this up very thoroughly when I was building a sorcerer. You
oh, that's
cannot
dumb.
twin spell when it says targets more than one thing. It means affects more than one thing. You can't even twin spell fire breath.
Well, yeah, because that's an AOE. It doesn't have a target.
Technically,
does
the
have a
target is the
target.
person that you give the fire breath to.
Yes.
Oh,
Fire breath, you target a creature, and then they now have the ability to breathe fire.
okay.
But
we
you can't
know-
twin
yeah.
spell it to give two things fire breath.
I have seen it otherwise. I interpret it otherwise, but we don't need to get into. Good.
I'm telling you what D&D,
All right.
like the actual people who make
Move
D&D
on.
say.
Is everybody
I
going on
realized
this expedition?
Yeah, I don't see reason why we
Yeah, I don't see why
leave
not.
anyone behind here.
It would be very, very dumb for us not to.
All right.
I was about to say, do you want to leave a sending stone though with anyone just in case?
I guess we can leave one with what's his face, leader of the camp or whatever.
List.
I've never been introduced, so I don't know who he is.
And I will take
your
a
station.
rock from this location.
Sounds good.
What about a spike? One of the
They need those.
I was about to say
Do they need
also
all of them?
also a railroad spike was brought to the location. It is not an item that has saturated the location. Wouldn't
It
count.
just,
Agreed.
I mean, it's an item associated with the location. But either way, I'm just bringing a rock.
It's a really good rock.
Lastly,
No, it's a shitty rock.
just in
garbage rock.
case.
I hate this.
I
rock.
know I know a number of teleportation circles. Are there any other that might be preferable?
We have our boat, but
I don't know the boat.
I was just about to say that's a national secret or whatever.
Sure.
I can't remember the phrasing. You're not
Great.
allowed to
Then
know it.
our current options are the San Piedra Estate or Sio Briga.
Celebration is fine. Or Rare Pedestro.
Yeah, we can give you the key to Rayo Pedresco. I'm honestly surprised you don't have it.
I probably do. I just wrote down the ones I knew I would have and
Okay.
was going to then talk to Chris. Hey, is this something
They don't get out west very often.
No, Nah,
It's just so far to
I'm
travel.
in-
There's not a good railroad that gets out there, you know.
It's very inconvenient.
Yeah.
I'm stationed in the east.
No heavy rail travel.
Also, those are kept in the state spell books. This is a personal copy.
It would be a great idea if someone would build some rail or some kind of transport out here. Maybe a bus.
I petitioned for T-Rex carts. The T-Rex bus I thought was a very good idea.
All right,
And how often do you have to feed the T-Rex passengers?
Gray Rex. Anyway, so you all are heading off towards the place that Ilferi scoped out.
Yep. I arcane recovered the spell my slots back from after doing the continual flame. So
It
I
actually
won't
was
have access to
completely
that.
impossible for me not to have a fully charged Staff of the Woodlands. I just rolled it to show that I rolled it.
Oh, thank you. That does remind me. I need to roll 1d4 for my staff.
On foot, it takes about 2 hours to get there, but it's pretty obvious once you start to get close. The ground starts to harden, and then ice, and then snow.
Oh, right. I pull out my winter gear from my right ribs. It's a fur coat.
All right.
I hate it.
And comfy pants.
Puts on a fur coat and snow pants.
And a
Any
scarf.
snowshoes?
I wear very good all-terrain, like good boots. Though, yeah, they look nice, but they're good. They're the good boots, well-oiled, water insulated. Oh, I forgot I packed this silk sash because I'm worth it.
Koku pulls out a piece of paper that says, "What do you mean, we mammal?"
Who are you calling a mammal? Not me. Better not be me.
You're right. You'll never freeze. That's true.
You're right.
And you come upon a mountain with a large cave set inside of it.
Right. So a limitation of that find trap spell that maybe I should have read a little bit more before I prepared it. It's instantaneous. I know if there are traps within 60 feet, and then the spell is done.
Okay, that's fine. Between your keen eyes and presumably this party's very good investigation skills, I'm not worried about finding traps. I'm worried about disabling them.
That said, I think the entrance is a great place to trap. So I'm gonna get right up to the door.
How big is this cave?
Large enough for a
It's
dragon.
just like an open cave, right?
Large enough for a dragon to come in.
I'm imagining these corridors to be enormous.
Like 40 by 40?
Seems like a good
Okay.
baseline. Unless they
So yeah, I get right up to the entrance of the cave, like 10 feet away from the mouth, and then I'll cast Find Traps.
Okay.
Let's see here. Get rope at the ready. Affix the grappling hook.
It also has a weird limitation that if it's like just naturally weak, it's not a trap because it wasn't intended to be a trap.
So there's a cognitive element.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just like a feature of the area. It's not a trap.
Yeah, it's a divination spell. It's searching for that, not.
Okay.
It's not a transmutation. Detect structural integrity.
Um,
Write that down.
I mean, divination detect danger would make sense.
You
too,
do not
but
detect
like augury.
You do not detect any traps.
Wonderful. The entrance seems fine. Nothing has been placed here that intends to harm us. I'll also just give it a perception check if that's okay.
Okay.
maybe before I send everyone into their death. Advantage. 23.
You don't see any traps.
Cool. All right.
Just as I described before, there's like some bits of maybe broken spear or armor strewn about.
Yeah.
So, bones, lots of bones, mostly lizard. Though you do see the occasional orc or other barren residential type.
Okay. Well.
Great. Let's take some time. We need to alarm the entrance.
Okay. That takes time, I'm guessing.
20 minutes. Well, not much at all.
Sorry, wheel or woe? Even, I think, is wheel. I can never remember. I have to look it up every time. Even is wheel, yes.
Okay.
So I can help my friends out.
Okay.
And also Aloysia, if I need to.
So yeah, pull out a small bit of silver powder, rub it into my hands.
Cool.
Knife, and then just blood line across the entrance.
Sounds good.
We will be doing a silent alarm for the 5 of us.
Okay. So going further into the cave, you can see there's like what look to be like some staging areas. There's a couple of sleds that seem to be in states of disrepair. Some, look like they've got ice crusted over them, like they've been here for a while. There's like some little huts and like tents and little mounds that it looks like that look like might be like sleeping quarters or something.
I would like to investigate the sleeping quarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they
seems odd to me that things would be sleeping here.
That's a red flag. Do they seem recently used in any way? Like, do they seem stagnant, dusted, frostbitten that has frost that has built up over an extended period of time from staying still and not being moved?
Yeah, that's pretty much describes about everything here.
Okay, cool. So this has been here since before Cheshimox, and it left stagnant for decades. Cool. I will pull out sheet of paper and just start kind of doing a quick drawing of like mouth entrance up to this point. Basically, trying to keep a paper record of this. Because it's going to have to be turned in.
Yeah, you are proceeding further into the caves. Does not seem to be much of anything around. As you go deeper and deeper in. Aloysia, you've been on excursions for horde busting before. So you have some expectations. Most of those still have some pack of devoted beasties of some sort living in them. But as you go on, you start to get the feeling that you dealt with the last of them last night, and they took all that there was with them. Every now and then you might come across like an undead lizard that like is nothing but an arm and a head, like,
just
attached, and just like he's like still like moving, but
like a net, like a upper spinal column, clavicle, barely some ribs, and just an arm trying to.
Every time we come across one of those, I'm just gonna cut it up.
Yep.
Just pretend I'm playing Dead Space.
But there don't seem to be any threats present.
Okay.
Eventually make your way to what would have been the dragon's lair. A large open cavern in the center. There's still some rib cages and spinal bones scattered about. There is no skull. And if there ever was mounds of treasure, there is not any at the moment.
Okay. I would like to look for any, I guess, hidden passageways, maybe some secret doors.
Sure.
Yeah, I would like to help out with that. Or by help, I mean do it independently.
Okay.
28.
19.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have guidance myself too, but if I did, it would have been 32.
So you walk into the room, you see like what's left of this dragon, like holding up your lights to kind of look around, and at first might be disappointed to see that there's not much else in here, but Aloysia just like walks past to like the back wall just as like Ilferi spots like a line that looks unnatural. Aloysia, knowing that of course the best stuff isn't kept out in the open, and finds a secret hidden alcove.
Yeah. Ilferi finds it?
You both do.
Oh, okay.
I find the line, and then you
find
the door
You
itself.
like Aloysia knew that there was something to look for, and Ilferi spotted it.
I know. How do we get it open? You see a lever, pull. It might be incantation based.
Can you describe the door thing again, real quick?
A slab of rock that, you know.
Oh, okay. I turn into a gorilla and I try to move it.
Traps.
I would have noticed them. Well, I'm a gorilla now, so I'm just doing this.
Is find traps continual?
No, it's
like a one-shot thing.
I'm just assuming that I would have noticed the traps because I'm very perceptive.
Okay. Sure.
I would like to help the gorilla.
Okay.
I would like to stand 60 feet back.
Give me a strength check.
Okay, what's the fucking strength on a gorilla? It's been a while. It's been a long while. Extras. Wild shape. I don't have... Oh, there it is. Giant ape. That can't be right. No, that's a polymorph giant ape. One moment.
It's the same thing.
No, that was a CR7 ape.
Oh! You're saying it's too good.
Wild shape.
Yes.
Looks like 16 is their strength.
That sounds
For an ape?
right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep, 16. Yeah, it's a little low, but technically higher than my own. So a 16 with advantage. So I'll just roll it here. The 20 plus.
Where's the advantage? Do gorillas have advantage on strength
Help
checks?
action. The help action. Right.
Oh, who's helping? Oh, Koku is.
Right. Plus 3. I don't think that worked the way I wanted it to.
You didn't put a 1 after the H.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll again.
15?
Seems to not be moving very much.
Is there a trap that's activated?
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay. I'm going to approach, touch it, and cast Shapestone.
Yeah, I did have that spell, but I figure a wild shape would be easier.
Okay. I'll just let you just shape
I make a door.
Door through it, right? Yep.
Yeah, you can also shape a stone door, or it's
as long as it is less than 5 feet thick.
5 feet thick.
Okay. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay. It's a very nice door with a knocker and a handle.
All right.
Do you knock?
No, it's my door. Why would I knock my own door, Christopher?
Yeah, you're back, Carter.
You're
You
back.
didn't miss much.
I failed the strength check, and then we used stone shape, which, was a better solution, but I figured...
Yeah, I grab the ring handle and pull it open.
All right. Beyond is a modestly sized chest in a stone alcove.
Detect magic.
None detected.
Gorilla Fairy pulls out a crowbar and attempts to break the chest open.
I cast knock before he gets to it.
Man.
No!
The chest clicks.
Animals!
Literally. The chest clicks.
Very loudly. It's quite loud and quite audible.
Gorilla Fairy still
It's also
pops
quite
open
quiet
with a crowbar. I mean, it's a lot easier because it's unlocked, but I still pry it open.
Within the chest, you find enough. There's coin, gems, etc. Totaling 5,000 GP.
Okay, that's 2 resources, I think.
Yep, 2 money.
2 money.
Nothing here is magical. Yeah, take it. Put it towards. You get to put it towards the train.
And I was supposed to be, well, the stars told me I'm supposed to be on lookout for like a very snowy area in here. Was there anything like that?
Well, there's snow.
Was there any was an area that felt more concentrated than other areas that we've passed?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a fly around, see if there's anything else.
I think we need to thaw the snow here. The stars were a little vague.
They usually are. Bring out. I hadn't actually named my familiar yet. I was going back and forth on a couple. But bring out bat, have it fly around, look for any high places, any nooks, crannies like that. It has blind sense, so it can see perfectly in the dark.
Okay.
As I share its vision.
Okay.
For 5 minutes.
Okay.
Investigating for anything else.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a check.
Yeah. Give it guidance, so nope.
There's a really cool ice-covered rock that it finds.
You see that rock? That's a pretty cool rock.
It's kind of shaped like a lizard skull. Oh, wait. It's actually just a lizard skull. Never mind.
It's pretty cool. Lizard skull.
Nothing
definitely.
But you think down?
I definitely melt it, just in case.
Good luck freezing the ever ice. Go for it. All right, let's see what happens.
Produce flame on it.
Okay.
I'm hoping that this is just regular fire or regular ice. So I do, I don't know, an amount of damage.
It certainly seems resistant to the fire. Like, it doesn't melt as much as you would think, but it does melt and blast apart.
Cool. Yeah, 14 fire damage.
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't think I could do that to this entire dungeon.
No, you probably can't, hon.
I'm just giving you like side eye, just a lot of it.
Have better ideas.
Look, I think we need to thaw this mountain to make sure that the undead don't come back. All right, that's the best I got. I'm trying to protect your nation. Maybe you can come up with some ideas.
My ideas are call in reinforcements and have this done over weeks to make sure no more cursed contraband, undead hordes, or cultists come back, use it, and everything else goes to its proper place. Instead of trying to tackle a mountain by myself.
I just feel like we're here. We should solve the problem if we can.
It
Obviously, this little flame is not going to do it, but
correct.
I'm trying to keep an eye out for something that stands out right now. All right.
This place is beyond empty. Whatever was here, its last gasp is what we faced last night. If there's something else that hasn't come back, then we'll have to keep an eye out for it. But that's for the ministry to deal with.
Does this interpretation of events line up with the dream I had? Like, I hate saying this. Fairy's not good at that. Is that a small logical leap, or is that a large logical leap? That this place is actually cleared out. What I saw was that there's nothing but snow here.
Are you asking me?
Yes, I am. I'm asking if that's an interpretation, like if, given someone else's perspective on this, if that is what I understand from the vision. Like
Why
if
don't
I
you
could
ask another player.
Because I'm having a hard time remembering specifics of the vision. All I remember you saying was a field of white snow as far as the eye could see.
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
it?
Yeah.
All right. Look, when I asked about how to make sure that this place routed permanently, all I saw was a field of white snow, as far as I could see. To me, that seems like I need to find the most concentrated area of snow and disperse it. I feel like that would be a sound way of fixing this.
I would read those knuckle bones as an empty nothing. barren of anything.
There's nothing to route.
There's nothing to route in an empty field.
Yes.
If you asked about routing.
Mina, what do you think? You've been researching these sky-seeing visions for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, not this one in particular, but I mean visions in general.
Sure. Run it by me. Empty field, snow.
Snow, as far as the eye can see, when I asked, how do I make sure to route this cave to make sure that it doesn't produce more dangers in the future?
Okay. I mean, I haven't seen anything huge in here that would indicate that there's much of a threat left. It might already be done. Can we seal up the cave on our way out?
I would.
Yeah, I could manage. And she can manage too.
I mean, I think that might be our best bet at this point. And if it respawns, then we come back. Figure it out again.
Should we take these bodies out of here at the very least? Oh, you're pointing up?
I'm raising my hand of, please don't cave in the investigation site.
Not cave in, stone-shaped door closed?
Yeah.
I would love to see you stone shape a 40-foot open gap. That sounds great.
Well,
if you can,
you and I work together. We cast it a few times. We didn't make a 20-foot wall, and they can't get over it. Not easily.
Wall of stone, no cave in, please.
Whatever. I don't care, like, how you want to do it, but just, like, the point is to try and stop this so that we don't have to come back.
I agree, which is why we call in the ministry after this investigation has concluded, which seems like it has.
Okay, fine. Can they be here in 20?
No, but they also don't seem to need to.
Right, so just put up the wall.
Yes, I agree.
I'm not disagreeing either.
really antagonistic.
I don't happen to.
I didn't want you. I heard the words, "Let's cave it in and bury the place."
No, we said let's seal it up.
Seal it up. Those are two very different things. Man.
Someone said avalanche.
No one said avalanche.
Someone here said collapse.
Absolutely did not.
No, you said collapse. We said seal.
Yes.
We're as destructive and dangerous as you think us Resurans are.
I have nothing against Resurans. They're great people. I haven't heard so far a lot of nuance so far. And that's
are you not
inferring.
hearing nuance, or are you just assuming that there's no nuance?
Sounds like projection to me.
Yeah.
I learned that word recently too.
I just want to make sure this site is handled properly.
Sure, you put in your 2 cents. We said that's fine, and then you continued to be like, "Don't cave it in." No one said cave it in. You said cave it in.
All I have is stone shape. If you have stone wall, make stone walls.
Thank you, I will.
Jeez.
Let's just take the money and go. How about that?
I'm sorry, constables. You were right. Sorry for misinterpreting you. Wow, you're so very welcome, Aloysia. All right, let's get out of here.
I'm taking a rock.
Right.
Oh, wait, no, lizard skull.
Oh, don't disturb the site. I'm going to take a lizard skull. Fuck you.
We need to end here before things get too heated, guys.
All right.
In character heat. Also, this dungeon needs some heat. It's very cold.
That's why I brought the fur coat.
Didn't offer any to anybody else.
I only have one.
Well, then don't rub it in our faces.
I didn't rub it in your faces.
You just did. I brought a coat.
Okay. You guys argue your way out of the cave. Putting up a wall of stone. Yes, no.
Yes.
All right. And trek back
40 feet wide. Yes, I can completely seal it off.
Okay.
Cool.
Trekking back to the railroad. You arrive just as a team seems to have shown up to pack up the dragon skull in response to the call the other day.
Okay. I'll hand them the report and sign off on the bill of lading.
And they pack it onto the next train out, basically.
Okay. Yeah, fill out the paperwork. Skull out the box for the identify spell.
Mm-hmm.
Note: skull did not come with bloodstains. Yeah, fill out the usual.
Mm-hmm. And by that point, it's probably mid to late afternoon, and we can wrap things up there for tonight.
Yeah.
Cool. Good sesh.
Yeah. Sorry if I was like giving you an unrealistic expectation of.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting a dungeon crawl.
Yeah, I was too. I was real scared. That was a forward force of this giant, deep, scary undead.
It's a map marker.
No, I mean if it would be a fun side quest, but there's not anything more to be gained out of it.
Sure, it's 2 resources of gold.
Yeah.
It was spooky.
But yeah, I'm
also that 2 gold, that 2 money is going to be 1 morale very fast.
Yeah.
I was actually really happy with that Legends lore spell to kind of give some more background on.
I thoroughly enjoy legend lore. Honestly, in this version, sits just above Shapestone in my tiered wizard list. Legend lore is dope, and I love that Blood Wizard lets me reasonably cast it multiple times in a campaign.
Also,
it's expensive.
Also, between the roleplay this session and the stellar combat last time, I'm gonna go ahead and give an inspiration for everybody.
Yay! Do I still have mine? I don't know where inspiration is held on here.
Okay.
Oh no, I used it. I didn't have one.
Inspiration. Put that up here.
But yeah, it sounds like we're coming down close to the goal on the rail construction.
Yeah,
which is exciting.
Theoretically, how many more days, Carter?
Carter?
This amount of money doesn't actually change anything.
Okay. I don't remember how many days, how much. What
can you all hear me?
was.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No,
we could hear you, but I personally don't know what the current ETA is.
I believe it's 3 days. I can't see Foundry right now.
Oh, that's okay.
Discord.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Cool. Well then, that'll do it for tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in to watch. We'll be back next week, I believe, barring any acts of God. Yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll check you next time.
Yeah.
See you, everybody.
Hope you enjoyed it. Good
Night, everybody.